We're live.
We're live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cool cats and cool kittens, what's up? It is your boy, Mikey Henk, coming from you live from my bedroom. I'd show you it, but it's kind of mad dirty right now. Don't be judging. I apologize. Um, with a special Zoom edition podcast. Of course, we've got my executive producer, Mr. Big Shooter, Mr. Nicky C, Mr. Savage Nick,
Toxic Nick.
Toxic Nick,
We're trying to push that one aside though. Positive
Toxic,
Nick.
Positive
Positive Nick.
Nick, Positive Nick. Love him. We love Genuine Nick. Genuine Nick is my favorite because Genuine Nick can be positive and toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's love. We love to feel the feelings. Coming to you on a rather beautiful day in Iowa City, Chicago too. Nick checking in from his spot. What's up? We wanted to make this podcast. Wanted to give the people some content. We know everyone's staying at home. We wanted to give them something to get excited about. And I know nothing gets you What's Good podcast fans more excited than more What's Good episodes. What's this, episode 6? 5?
Isn't it? It's either 4 or 5.
I think. Okay, all right. I was a little greedy with the 6.
It could have been. It could have either been 5 or 6, but we had that one suspect episode. Gosh, that was
which this very well may become.
I mean, everyone else seemed to like it, but I was like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, it was with the big crew. Move faster. Anyway, got a pretty decent podcast lined up for you. Hopefully you enjoy it. Gonna talk about some sports. Gonna talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron, and with this new documentary out. Just watched the first episode. Watched the first episode and a half. Pretty good. And then we'll talk about sort of just some shit that's been happening to me that I want to talk about because it's got on my mind. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's start with some light news. Start with some sports. I'm a pretty big LeBron fan. For all of you that don't know, everyone should know that. And like, there's this heated debate between who's the greatest of all time, the greatest basketball player of all time, the GOAT, between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And last night, this documentary came out. It started to air on ESPN, and it's sort of showcasing really Michael Jordan in a new light, and sort of showing how great the Bulls were, how great he was, and sort of that whole story. I've only watched a little of it, but I know of him. You know what I'm saying? And being a certified bronzexual, I was like, I gotta be there to defend my GOAT. Like, if this is the person that I claim to be, the greatest, I need to stand at the walls ready to fight. And so last night I was kind of active on Twitter and spreading my word. And then today I woke up and I saw LeBron posting on his Instagram and how he was watching the Jordan documentary, and just kind of started to remember about how Kobe died. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dude, it's not about that. You can't, it shouldn't be a defense of anyone. Like, we should just try to be a little more positive about it, try to be a little more woke, if you will, about it, and just sort of accept that these two great players have played this game and have had an impact on the world. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, I was gonna try
more positive than the other.
Yeah, and more of like a, it doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a Bron versus Jordan. It's a Bron and Jordan. They're like,
but
there can only be one.
Right, and I feel like as fans of the game, like, we're gonna do that. Like,
yeah.
No matter what.
Of course. And that's just like, and that's just like where that Kobe thing hit me, bro. Like, with Kobe dying, it's just like, you don't know how long these people that you talk about are going to be alive to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And so, might as well spend more time, heaping praise and positivity when it's due. Like, just watch that. Jordan's incredible. Jordan is incredible. He's incredible. Like, it was cool to see. And so, decided to, basically, long story long, decided that it shouldn't be quite such a rager on Twitter and just accept the way it's gonna be. The way that, like, and then, like, I believe that LeBron's like my GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been the greatest to me. And like, at the end of the day, like, that's all that matters. LeBron has impacted people, just like Michael Jordan. Like, we were watching that, and like, can you imagine being like my age when Michael Jordan was playing? When Michael Jordan was in his prime? Like, I bet he did. You saw when he went to, like, Paris or whatever. He was getting mobbed like he was the Beatles. They were saying. It's like, right. As long as you're, like, having an impact on people's lives, and like, and especially with Jordan, I like to, like, one of the arguments, that a not so woke Mike would make would be like, oh, like, LeBron's been in the media this entire time and he's always been, like, such a good guy, but, like, Jordan had an impact on Kobe's life and was like, no, you can achieve everything by just outworking people, and like that. And so, like, as long as you're promoting some sort of, like, a positive change in people's lives, there really shouldn't be anything too volatile to say about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, so you're definitely a Bron fan, and your tweets last night were tilting me. I will say that I was getting pretty aggravated when you were like, yeah, no one really gives Scottie enough credit. And I'm like, bro, if you're really going to bring Scottie into this, I'm going to bring D Wade, Kyrie, I'm going to bring all these other Robins to Bron's Batman, which is fair. And I think to win a championship, you do need one or two other great players. Like that Celtics team. Did you watch the first two episodes?
No, we got halfway through the second one.
Okay. Well, anyways, in the second episode, they talk about the Celtics team, and they have like 4 Hall of Famers on their starting, like, roster. And Damn. Like, they won championships, and they went head to head against the Lakers with Magic and James Worthy and a bunch of other people. Yeah, another great team. So, to me, growing up in Chicago, you're taught that, like, Jordan is the GOAT. Like, and especially with that whole thing of LeBron and his decision and him playing a division rival, it definitely left a sour taste, and it leaves a lot of sour taste for a lot of Bulls fans and a lot of people that grew up in Chicago, because we wanted LeBron to come to the Bulls when he made his decision, and we ended up with Carlos Boozer. Shouts Carlos Boozer, but still, yeah. We didn't end up with the title. We had a pretty good team, but no.
Well, and then, like, just from us watching it, like the real world way that, like, Michael Jordan literally paved the way for LeBron James. Like, LeBron James got all this. I mean, not saying that LeBron James was an amazing athlete, but, like, they were calling him the next Michael Jordan. And, like, the Michael Jordan came in and he was, like, the first one. He was picked third. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one knew to just be like, no, we need to get this person. He will change our shit forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I think definitely growing up and LeBron being the number one guy, I definitely, like, have a lot of respect for him. But I still feel like Jordan is better just on the court basketball player. And I'm not including, like, Jordan as a father, Jordan as this business person, because we all know Jordan Brand and all that stuff.
But if you want to talk about that, like,
we know Jordan had problems off the court. What?
Most iconic shoe.
Yeah.
Maybe of all time.
Yeah.
You can spot a Jordan's a mile away. Like, for all that he did a lot. And it was pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible.
Definitely. Do you ever wish you were older to see him play?
Oh God, of course,
Okay.
of course. Like that's the yeah. I mean, I don't know if I wish I was older. I really like the age I'm at. I got to be honest. Apart from this whole pandemic thing, but we'll get there. Like, I really like it pretty. I mean, apart from like all the nasty shit, like all the exciting, fun stuff that has happened in my life, I really, really do enjoy, and like I really have loved. You know what I'm saying? I've loved to get to see LeBron play. I've loved to see like Tom Brady play. I've loved to see like Liverpool play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't trade my experiences for something else, but I would have loved to watch a prime Jordan game. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Damn, that sun is so beautiful, man. Anyway, honestly, that's all I kind of had to say was that like should be more appreciative of what has happened instead of trying to pit the two against each other. That's not winning. What else? I brought up the Corona pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, it's been a new thing since we last recorded. So
that's why the Zoom, due to social distancing and being safe, we can't quite be next to each other while we're physically next to each other while we're making this. And for a little bit during this lockdown, during this quarantine thing, it was really hitting me hard. I celebrated my 25th birthday at the beginning of April, and kind of didn't do. We went to a park and kicked a soccer ball around. That was about the highlight of what was the fun that was able to be had. And been gaming, baby. You know it.
Get in the Discord chat.
Get in the Discord chat, gang. We've been getting everybody. We've been getting beans. Like, I don't even know who's left to be got.
We got about damn near everybody. We need to get beef in there.
There's one person. There's one person we need to get in the Discord.
Are you thinking Nico or what?
No.
Oh.
Although Nico, we'll get to her later. Spoilers. This whole pandemic thing, novel coronavirus, has all been spoken to death. It's a little bit scary. It's a lot bit invasive. My God, it's definitely like world and life altering as we know it. And I think it's very real. But I had the pleasure of helping this old lady at Lowe's the other day while I was making her a half quart of paint, or a quart of paint. I apologize. And she was like, she pointed out the mask that I was wearing. I wear this stupid mask, dude. I fucking hate it. Pardon my language, but I really hate it. Like, my breath is super hot and it just gets all in my, like, I hate it. I hate wearing it. But I feel like I should, because I want to stay safe and I want to keep those around me safe. Like, I would hate to like come back here and give it to Kevin's, you know what I'm saying, or like give it to Logan. Like, and from what I've heard about the virus, it is it's no fun time. Like, even if it doesn't kill you, like it's not fun at all. Yeah, so miss me with that. I'm gonna keep wearing my mask. I'm gonna keep washing my hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it like they've been telling me. And that's what this lady was like. She was like, this whole thing is all a hoax. And I was just like, oh my God, this is a tough conversation to have. But she was like, you need to get they took the salad bar away from me. My friends and I, we used to meet up all the time and we used to go to the salad bar at Hy-Vee. And I was like, wow, okay, that's kind of adorable. And like, on one hand, like, I kind of totally like empathize with her. I was like, yeah, like, I've since this whole thing started, I've actually like started working more at Lowe's because they're offering me more money, and I'm like, all right, let's go make a stack. And like, but in the meantime, like, all the things that I like truly get enjoyment out of life, of like hanging out with the homies and watching like sporting events and going to see live shows, live concerts, like That's all been like going to the motherfucking gym. Like that's all been ripped from me. That's all been like taken from me, and I can't have it back at this juncture. And so I totally was like, hey, I get it, and like we didn't ask for this, and it's annoying. But I was just wondering, like, how is the whole world under a hoax? Like, how is the whole world getting the better of it? And she was like just talking about how like old conspiracy theories with how JFK was getting assassinated and stuff, and I was like, woman, you are crazy. Like I couldn't like say anything to her because I was at work. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just like making you paint. I was like, dude, I did not sign up for this conversation. I don't know. And it's just like, especially then like with like the protests and everything, like it's like, I don't know. I get all these people being unhappy. Like there's nothing. I totally understand the I like this, please don't take it away from me. Like I get it completely. But like it can't be a hoax if it's happening to everyone. Like I don't know. That like literally everyone in the world is this is happening to right now. There's no way that you have to see that, right? I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is you can go down a rabbit hole with those conspiracy theory things and end up in a weird spot. I know people even on Twitter. You can go to people who say stuff in the comments and look at their profile and they believe a whole different thing than you do.
Dude,
it's weird. Definitely. Probably not a hoax. There's people out here dying. It kills at a higher rate than the flu. That's another thing. It's not just the flu. It's your lungs fill with mucus, and it's like pneumonia. It's something to really take it serious.
Try your hardest to avoid.
Yes.
Try your hardest to avoid, dude. Ain't nobody at Lowe's trying their hardest to avoid that shit. It's tough. I text you all the time about it. I'm like, yo, dude, call the cops. Yeah. Call the cops.
And I don't know. I think this is good that this is happening now rather than later. Because I definitely think even like we as a country can like learn from this. And I know in Asian countries, a lot of people, when they're sick, they wear masks. And I think that should start being the norm here, too. It's just kind of like
more of a
yeah, it's a thing to do just to prevent others from catching germs. It's a decent thing to do.
Yeah, totally. One of the conspiracy theories that I am dipping my toes a little bit into, and this is more like as sort of a self-thought. It is kind of funny how, because there's an election coming up in November.
Yeah.
And it'll be very interesting to see how, because this is headline news. You cannot have a conversation today without talking about the coronavirus. It's
right.
Genuinely physically impossible. And so I'm interested to see how it affects the election and how it affects sort of the political landscape of like what will be important talking points, how will potentially like both candidates try to spin the message or try to spin it their way, that they, reacted appropriately or didn't, or you know what I'm saying? Very interested to see that.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I know. Yeah. I have a feeling like Republicans will be like, oh yeah, this is a Democrat ploy to make me look bad. But I don't think anyone here in the United States had any control over anything. But
I know I didn't. Good, like did not ask to stop watching Liverpool games. Did not ask to not go see Evan Gia.
Right.
Did not ask start. Dude, I was killing it at the gym, Nick.
I know you were. It'll be back.
It'll be back. That first day back, I'm gonna be so sore. Oh my god. I might pass out at the gym because I'll just be so out of shape. but we'll get it back.
I mean, well, now that you're working more, like, do you think, I don't know, your skill set at work has been improving since you've been logging more hours, or?
No, I'm so glad that you asked me that. So previous conversation about the Bulls and the Jordan LeBron debate, and sort of something that you and I have been talking about lately is sort of being positive, not being savage, not being toxic, like seriously trying to be positive.
Yeah.
And at Lowe's, I'm always like saying like call the cops, and like there's always like hundreds of people there, and they're all like shoulder to shoulder, and they're like, I swear to God, half of them can't even spell hygiene. Like they don't even know how to wash their hands. And so I'm sitting there, and I get very upset. I get very like sometimes I get like really rude with the customers, and I'll be like, you guys are killing me. Like you're literally killing me. You're trying your hardest. And it's not good. Like it's like mentally draining to be like upset, and to be in an environment where you can't really be upset. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a little more cool and calm. And so it's sort of led me to like try to find like real world ways to like maintain a sense of like, if not even positivity, like neutrality. Like don't start being negative, don't start being savage, don't start being toxic. Like sort of hold yourself away from that zone of behavior. You know what I'm saying? And so like yesterday I gave myself like a 2-sentence minimum when I was helping customers. Like if I can't fully help you in like 2 sentences or whatever, I'm just gonna like try and limit as much as I say. Like, but I'll be like, yep, I can do that for you. It's right over here. Boom. Thank you. Have a great day. Boom. Done. You know what I'm saying? And like it is kind of like the old adage, like if you don't have anything nice to say, like don't say anything. But like sometimes when you get into those like zones of being upset and like in a mad mindset, like it's not even like it's don't say anything, because what you say will just carry those emotions. Like no matter what the words you're using, no matter what language you're using, the language will be following that emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's me trying to find, and then we'll have like, I'll have customers that'll be like, would it kill you to be a little more excited? Like would it kill you to be a little happy? And I'm like, damn, all right, you're right. Like I could do a bit better job of radiating positivity and staying true to the main goal, to what I'm trying to do here. So it's been a challenge in more ways than one. It's interesting to try and find ways to like really stay true to what I want to do, which is be positive.
Yeah, I'm also in the similar boat, especially when I'm at work. It's kind of like I want to stay in my own little cubicle, listen to my music, and don't bother me. And like I definitely catch myself when people like come by and like, hey Nick, and I'm like, what? And it's like just like that what is like can be off-putting to them.
But it's the same like what that you would use no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you're gonna respond to someone, you know, asking for your attention or whatever, or asking for your help. But it's just when you're in that mood, it betrays you. The words betray you sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So now instead of what, it's what's up. The what's up is a little more friendly.
Just finding ways to make it work.
Just verbs and nouns.
Yeah. Syllables.
Right.
Vowels and consonants. Punctuation. Anyway. So we're kind of booking through this. I apologize. I'm kind of.
No, it's okay. Another thing about the positivity thing, I thought the whole radiate positivity thing was very
goofy.
Like, I don't know, just like bullshit in general. But and like because that comes from what? That comes from Bonnaroo, right?
It is a rule of Bonnaroo.
Okay, it's a rule of Bonnaroo, and as someone who hasn't been to Bonnaroo and someone who had the opportunity to go but didn't go, I only.
I thought you were at the wedding.
Well, yeah, but there was still an opportunity at some point.
Yeah, totally.
As someone who didn't go, it's really not bullshit. I'm just saying it because I'm salty that I didn't get to go.
It's all good.
So
dude.
like anything part of that, like, oh, we saw Childish, I'm like, whatever, Childish, not a big deal. I saw Lonely Island, whatever, not a big deal. You know, they only have a couple good songs. It's like,
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, exactly. So don't take my salt. Just know that I'm salty. All right?
I hear
you. Clarifying. Okay.
Just to
Next topic.
Next topic, I believe, is Nico Lowell. Do I sub?
You could tier 1 sub.
Did she fall off with the fall of Bernie Sanders? Like, do we even stand anymore? Is that?
Yeah. So basically, there's this TikToker, Nico Lowell, and she's bad. Anyways, we all kind of followed her because she had that OK Boomer TikTok, and she was wearing a Bernie Sanders shirt. So we were all like, wow, that's pretty legit. Really good TikTok.
So go to the internet. You gotta see it.
But lately, I mean, personally, myself, after tuning into the stream, I'm like, something's missing here.
She's yeah. I don't know. I mean, this streaming life ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, she blew up out of nowhere.
I know, dude. That's crazy. Like, that's honestly so crazy to think about. Like, some of you may not know this, but I've recently downloaded the app TikTok. It's not bad. It's a solid app. There's a lot of bad TikToks on there that you got to like scroll through, but every once in a while you'll find someone that really genuinely is good. And it's interesting to see like how she like very much blew up from that TikTok, and like other people are really blowing up for that TikTok, and it's kind of like it does sort of like cause a question in the back of my mind, like, oh, what if it's been like the biggest, like, I don't know, what if I made a TikTok and blew up? Obviously, I don't think that I would, and I don't think that I would need like a good idea, obviously, or something. But I think TikTok has the biggest blow up potential right now of any social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. It's because it's got music there too, and yeah,
and some pretty elite editing software in app, which is kind of crazy. Like you can do a lot with a little. Shouts out to Beef. Beef be killing them TikToks out in Denver. Shouts out to Beef. Beef, happy day.
So February 25th, she had 20K followers. March 4th, she had 30. And then April 20th, today, she has 521,000.
So. 521 ain't bad. I'll take 521,000 followers.
500,000 followers in 1 month.
That's a good month. That's a good month.
It's a good month.
We'll see what she does. We'll see what she does with it.
She has momentum right now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about, Nick? Want to talk about gaming?
I heard Okay, there's this weird thing I want to talk about first. It's concerning DaBaby, and I know he recently dropped an album, and I was trying to figure out why. Everyone's inside, and a lot of his hits are like hits that I want to hear outside, like at a bar,
completely
at a function.
Agree. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering why. Like,
I don't know.
And you can answer that first, because I think I might have an answer.
Okay. Well, you go first, because I just have thoughts on DaBaby.
Okay. So what I think is that more people are inside and they'll have more time to listen to music. But also, I know the TikTokers, like that's been the thing lately because everyone's inside TikToking and they're
Juicy
playing
Slide.
all his music on TikTok. And that's, I think, the next way these music labels are gonna blow up songs. Literally, you have a TikTok star. You're like, hey, make a TikTok for this. Bam.
It's let me tell you, TikTok is the way to reach like that sort of like high school age audience. You know what I'm saying? And if you get that audience, that's money.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about DaBaby. DaBaby, he's made some good songs. I think by all accounts, I would say his best is Suge, and I think now he's just sort of trying to like try to put out as much music as he can to make that next banger. Like when I listened to that album, and it was good. It wasn't bad, but I just felt like he was really trying to make that next banger and to like sort of like fill out his catalog of music right now while like Suge is like while the name of DaBaby is like really present in people's minds. You know what I'm saying? I think he's trying to like not so much strike while the iron's hot, but like really like cement himself as an artist people listening to while he has like these hits that are kind of fresh in your mind. While still give me that goddamn same flow. Like that's like that is what he had. I don't even know like because it does vary enough to be different, but it's very similar throughout all of his music. And it's not bad for what it is, but it's similar, mad similar.
Are you getting old with DaBaby? Is it getting old?
No, I mean, no, I don't have too much stock in his music, and like, you know, nothing that like I don't really care, but it's just like I don't love his music enough to like really feel too many ways about it. Like it's not like like how I feel about like Chance the Rapper's music or like the Chainsmokers music or somebody like that. You know, it's just sort of I'll listen to it to see. His music is like I listen to it to see if it smacks, and if it doesn't, then that's just like that's okay.
Yep.
Not like with like some of these artists that I like, you know, have a really long-standing like love and relationship with, and when they put out new music, I'm listening to it to see if like they've done something new with their music, if they've like created something new that I'm going to like completely fall in love with. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have like a new music dropping from one of your like all time like with Beef. Beef tweeted about today. Beef, what's up? You got mad name drops in the podcast. Sorry. You got your shout out. Got your shout outs. Because I'm excited to see you, bro. I'm excited to see you, bro. Keeping me motivated, bro. You keeping me motivated, bro. Beef tweeted out that Wiz Khalifa dropped an album this morning, which I haven't heard yet. And it was only 7 songs long, and he said that it was like either a 3 out of 7 or a 2 out of 7.
Yeah.
And like that's like so like I would say that Wiz is definitely one of Beef's favorite artists, and so he was going into it hoping to find like that next favorite Wiz song. You know what I'm saying? Like something that like really pushed not like the Wiz like artistry forward. You know? I gotta listen to it.
I only listened to 2 songs and then I stopped. So.
Oh, 2 out of 7. Tough.
Maybe I'll listen to it later.
Okay.
I don't know.
Not your boss. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I like that. You get a haircut, by the way?
Oh hell no, dude. Oh. Bro, Jack Harlow, come on now.
I see you're growing out the mustache too.
Quarantine stash. We'll cut him when this is done.
I like it.
Yeah, quarantine flow. We'll get a blonde when this is done.
Oh. I might get mine blonde then.
Hopefully that ends before I be moving. For those of you that don't know, I'll be moving to Denver very soon.
Tell them.
Not really. End of August. Big life moves for your boy Mikey Henk. You came here to get your updates. I'll give you the updates. Be moving out of this this lovely space that I've called home for the last 2 years, Emerald Court. Highly recommend if you need housing in the Iowa City area. Very low budget. Rent is not too expensive. Free parking spots. The insulation could be a little bit better. I don't know why I'm dipping into an
You have a little accent.
Yeah. But at the end of August, I'll be moving in with Beef. I'll be taking Henry Craig's room. Shout out to Henry Craig. We appreciate you for letting me move in. I can't wait, bro. It's the main thing that's like keeping me motivated during these. It's like the one thing that's like I'm finding drive in, that I want to make as much money as I can right now, so that when I move, it's as seamless and as easy as it can be. Which I don't think it'll be that easy, but I'm so excited for it. It's really got me jazzed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm excited for you. It'll be a nice.
You want to come visit, King?
Yeah, maybe I'll swing by.
You don't have to. I get it. I'll pick you up from the airport.
Okay. Well, yeah. Wait, I am visiting. Even if EDC doesn't happen, I'll just still come.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. A lot of music festivals right now are sort of going into that next phase of just being like, you know what? Summer's canceled. We will see y'all next year. We will see y'all in 2021. Hopefully, by then, all the shit will be clear, which I'm pretty sure it will be. We'll need a vaccine. We need a vaccine. Every night I go to sleep, I'm like praying for a vaccine. Dude, I can't wait to just log on to Twitter one day and be like, boom, this guy made the vaccine for the virus. I'm gonna Venmo him 20 right there. Can't wait. Forget what I was saying. Sorry.
Music festivals.
Like I think there's a real chance that it just doesn't happen, which is so tough to even consider. I don't know. I've been going to music festivals every summer for the past, I think 4 years. 4 years. Hangout 2016 was my first one. And literally since that first Hangout, I was like, man, these are something that needs to be on the calendar. You know what I'm saying? Like I really actually do find a hell of a lot of enjoyment out of these, and it's something that like keeps me excited the whole year round. You know what I'm saying? Keeps me looking forward to something. Keeps me like hard at work, because it's like, I'm like not even trying to be like super vain, but like one of the reasons I want to like work out is so that like these music festivals are easy and like I'm in good shape for them. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why I want to work hard at my job is so I've got all the money I can, so that I can go do these fun things, so that I can have fun with my friends. And it's a great place where me and my friends link up, and where I meet new friends, and where I meet new people. It's a true cornerstone in like in my social enjoyment, fun life, part of life. And I'm beginning to not so much fear, but I'm beginning to see like a storm cloud, like just all over it, and being like, oh well, we'll get them next year. I mean, the nice part is that I just turned 25, and I've got a whole life ahead of me as long as I be staying safe. So it's one L in the face of a 1,000 dubs. You know what I'm saying? But right. You just hate taking L's.
And this break will make the next festival like all that much better. And I feel like even the festivals, like Pascal was saying, like, I want to make this epic. Like, I think the reason why he like waited to delay EDC for so long, because he was like, all right, well, the CDC thing ends this date, and I want to be the first festival. Like,
I want to be the one that people let their hair down at.
Right.
Totally. And I want to be at the first one where I can let my hair down.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all.
Everyone does.
For all y'all that ain't doing it, they're super fun, and it's a great place to just to get away from anything else that's bothering you in your life, and you just kind of group some good music with some solid company. Like it's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's a great refresher. Like, I don't know. It's a great, like, just mental reset. I mean, I say that term a lot because it's like a gaming term. And it's like, yeah, I need to go for a walk. Like, I just need a reset. Like, this is a great reset. You go there and you don't think about your job. You're just living in the moment there, then and there. And yeah.
Well, the only thing that matters is who you're seeing next, and that's a really fun thing to worry about. And I don't know, and it's just like it for me. It offers a great deal of excitement, which I think I thrive. Which like that excitement then harbors positivity. Like I can get excited about something, and then I just sort of feel giddy throughout my days as I'm like doing my sort of day-to-day work that like I'm working for something. I'm every day I'm getting closer to something, which is really nice. And I found that I'm back to what I was saying about being really excited to move in with Beef. That's sort of the new thing that has really like come into my life and made me excited, and so I was happy with that. But when they like first did the postponements, I was feeling real low, and I was like, oh man, shit sucks. But get through them, get by with a little help from my friends. I don't have much else, Nick. I apologize. I mean, the unfortunate part of the world right now is that not much is happening.
Nope.
I mean, I think we've covered pretty much all the current events, and I mean that. Well, I bet all of them.
We're getting excited over a documentary, so that's what it's come down to.
I will say it was really refreshing to be on Twitter last night. I forgot how nice it is when like a thing happens and then like the Twitter sphere reacts to it, and you just see like a lot of people like tweeting about it. That's always pretty fun, and it's a pretty like rewarding Twitter experience, which I love those.
Well, anything else coming up in the coming weeks for you?
It was April 20th. I got my my niece's birthday is on May 1st, and so I need to get her a present.
Isn't that Coral Day too?
It is Coral Day. It is Coral Day. Thank you for remembering, Coral. Shout out. Yeah. So we'll also celebrate Coral Day, but I don't know how we'll celebrate that. Besides that, my sister's birthday is coming up 6 days, April 26th. I don't think anything else. NBA playoffs would have started.
Oh wait, there is one thing.
Please.
So, kind of like the guys of What's Good have been playing Warzone. And
yes.
I was wondering if the guys of What's Good in the future would all want to get PCs so that we can make this gaming together a thing. If not, it's okay. I could just get a console. But
I mean,
and you can answer for the guys of What's Good.
Can I answer for Beans? It all depends on like what game, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the game that really runs the gaming. I think you see that with me most of all, and I'm not the biggest Warzone fan. I much prefer my Rocket. And so, and I know you've gotten some of them to dabble in the League of Legends world, which is a dub for you. Very well done. You haven't gotten me. Maybe I'm a very stubborn gamer.
You can just omit gamer. Come on, man. You played Warzone for like 2 hours. Man, this ain't for me. I've never seen him again.
Who knows? Maybe I'll go outside and download it.
At least it's free. So you didn't like waste bands and then been like, this sucks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I mean, you gotta have a computer, right? I mean, like it's a pretty, but is everyone gonna have like a whole ass desktop gaming setup, or is like just a console sort of a easier route?
It's so much easier. It is. Like, it's an unrealistic thing that I want, but like there have been a couple people who have expressed interest in wanting one.
So. In a good play Age. Love Age of Empires.
Age of Empires. You know they've like added DLCs to it, and you can play as like wild different nations.
Nation.
You can play as like the Inca now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Seems gas. Yeah. Really gas. I mean, we'll see. The other thing, like the last current event topic, those Trump checks. I don't think anyone has really splashed on. Like I don't think you've spent $1,200 recently. I don't think I've spent $1,200 recently. I ordered a pizza today, but I don't think anything else.
What would you splash on if you could, or if you
wanted to? God, I really wanted a soundbox speaker. It's like this huge 35-pound, like $700 speaker.
Is it movable?
And it's like, huh?
Is it movable, or do you just like leave it in one place?
I mean, you can pick it up. It's heavy. Like they like take like a backpack with it. Okay. But it's loud as hell, and I really want one. But figured I shouldn't.
That'd be good if like you tailgated or like camped a lot or something like that.
Big group areas, yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? If you get it, they will come. I've always had hella people coming and sliding, but I couldn't have like a huge $700 speaker in this tiny ass apartment. Like I'm just paying $700 for a noise complaint. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who would complain?
The neighbors, King.
You sure they'd be able to hear that?
My God.
I'm sure they'd be able to hear it, but would it be bothersome?
From what?
That would be bothered would be the people above you, and we know
they get bothered all the time. From what I was reading, like you can hear it very clearly from 100 yards away.
Oh, okay.
So it's crazy, insane loud, which is why I want it. But I decided that, especially with the move coming up, maybe and with some counsel from my friends, they were like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't. And I was like, all right, maybe I shouldn't. But it'd be sick.
Yeah. I want to get a new monitor, but
really?
Yeah, every time I'm like, this one's fine though. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's like, it's 2K. It's like 3 inches bigger, and yeah. There's always like little upgrades you can do, but it's never really worth it.
I'm saying, like, I got those 2 little Bose speakers that do me just fine.
Right.
I don't need to buy this huge thing.
And then like I think about it, and it's like, yeah, well, what I thought about my current monitor was like, oh my gosh, I'll notice like a huge difference. And now that I play on it, I'm just like, oh yeah, this is just my monitor.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
anything too different about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we on?
Yeah, I'll be on after this.
All right. Got to celebrate more, and then I'll be on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else to say?
No, I liked it.
Outro time. Thank you all. Last bit. One of the things that I was thinking about splashing with the 1,200 was buying some podcasting materials for myself, so that I could bring it out to Denver and I could have I could be a little more of a self-sufficient potter if I couldn't get my EP out there at a week's notice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
We'll see
I
about that.
mean, it doesn't sound bad what you're doing
Hmm.
right now. So,
Yeah,
and then
true,
you could get some of the guys over there to help you out too.
true, true,
So,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, very excited. So excited for that move. So excited to just like have a new space and sort of like fill it out and make it something. You know what I'm saying? Like really do something with it.
Hiker Mike, better see some pics of you in the mountains.
You will. We'll get a hiker Mike, hiker Grant crossover episode.
Collab.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
do. We'll do it big. I can't wait to do it big. We're gonna do it big. But for those faithful viewers of the pod, we do plan to give y'all more content. We apologize that it's been few and far between. We apologize to any people who want to be guests on the pod. We still want to have guests on pods in the future. Just when we can work it and we can do it really well, because that's one of the things that we do want to do is we want to do it well. We want to make this pod something that people get excited about seeing, and something that's not a waste of your time. You know what I'm saying? I know we all got hella time on our hands right now, but I still want something with my name on it to be good, to be something that brings a smile to your face, brings some love to your heart. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate all y'all for watching. We appreciate all y'all for being safe in these trying times. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a lovely day. Mikey Henk out.